There we go. Hold on 1 second. Alright, there we go. Alright, oh wait, hold on, why is this not in position? Okay, there we go. Alright, hello everybody, welcome to Q&A live stream number 4. This is another Q&A live stream. So today, I'm going to be going over some details about my trip to California. And yes, people have been asking, some people know about the California trip and some people don't know about the California trip. So I'm basically going to go over all the details that you need to know about my California trip and what kind of videos are going to be coming out. So you guys can expect 2 trip reports coming out due to the types of aircrafts that we're flying. So we're going to be flying direct on a 757-200 from Newark Liberty International Airport to the San Francisco International Airport in San Francisco, California. So going from Newark, New Jersey to San Francisco, California, but Newark is also part of New York, so it's kind of like, some people think it's New York, but really it's Newark. Newark is New Jersey, not New York, but some people like to give New York the credit for the airport, which is kind of stupid, but yep, welcome to living in New Jersey. It's New York, and here New York just gets most of the credit for any kind of, even the freaking MetLife Stadium, New York gets all the credit for that. We don't get the credit. But yeah, anyways, so yes, so we'll be flying on United Airlines, the 757-200 from Newark Liberty International Airport to San Francisco International Airport. So we're basically going from United's premier East Coast hub, which is Newark Airport, to United's premier West Coast hub, which is San Francisco. So that will be kind of cool. I've never actually gone from hub to hub. I think maybe once, but that's when I did, many years ago, I did Delta from John F. Kennedy International Airport to Salt Lake City International Airport. But that was many years ago, and I have not done that since. I haven't been back to Salt Lake City since, I think it was 2013. I was there. My dad had something out there, and that's why I was there. I only stayed for a few days, though. I didn't stay for a whole time. I think I stayed for like 2 or 3 days or something. I can't remember that. And then, so yeah. But anyways, so that'll be kind of cool. We're going from hub to hub. Basically, the trip report, we're going to take mass transit from there. So it'll be a very exciting trip report. I'm really looking forward to making it for you guys. I think it's going to be a really good trip report for you guys to see and to watch, obviously. So we'll have to see how that is. I'm hoping. I think it's going to be really good. I think you guys are really going to like it. And then going back. So basically, guys, what's going to happen going back is we're going back Friday night in LA. So we're going to be flying from LAX to San Diego on a 737-900, and then we'll be flying from San Diego to Newark Liberty International Airport. Now, yes, we know the West Coast and the East Coast has a 3-hour time difference, so basically we're going to be getting on a flight at 11 o'clock at night to arrive on it's basically a red eye. So basically we're going to get on a plane on the West Coast at 11 o'clock at night to get back to the East Coast at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And the next day I'm going to be pretty exhausted. I'm probably going to most likely just sleep in that day or something. It's just going to be a long day back, and the flight and everything. It's very difficult to sleep on a plane, especially when you're not in business class. So yeah, so we'll have to see how that goes. Alright, so yeah, that is, I'm going to be seeing a few things in San Francisco with my family and stuff, and I might see some stores and malls. I think there's a Saks Fifth Avenue right across the way. I may or may not go to that store depending on how much time I have in San Francisco. So yeah, that's that, I guess. So yeah, yesterday I actually visited a very unique place. It was called the Paramus Plaza Shopping Center in Paramus, New Jersey, and it basically had 2 kinds of elevators. The Ashley Home Store had a ThyssenKrupp Madbius, which I think was very unique, and then there was a pet hospital that used to be part of the Levitt's Furniture. This was on 17 South, and it had 2 Otis Series 7 hydraulics, and they ran beautiful. Oh my god! There was a piece of crap Schindler MT in there. I was like, the ThyssenKrupp and the Otis Series 7s were absolutely the best replacements for a Schindler MT hydraulic. And then after that, I went over to the abandoned Babies R Us, and it was kind of sad. It's still kind of sad that the whole Toys R Us and Babies R Us is really not a thing anymore. Kids nowadays aren't going to get to experience Toys R Us and Babies R Us. It's really sad to see the iconic American Institute no longer a business, and I think the fact that, I understand they were going out of business, but they tried really hard to get, they literally schooled anyone for filming, and it's really sad of how Toys R Us and the liquidation company treated it. I wouldn't even call the liquidation company communist, it's just they were very overprotective of what went online about the stores. I think they were very overprotective for really no reason, honestly. Toys R Us was going out of business, so they were overprotective for no reason, honestly. Do I blame them? Yeah. They had no right to be overprotective, nor did they have any right to tell people to stop filming in Toys R Us, because Toys R Us is going out of business. So what accountability is it going to be? Oh, someone's posting a video of Toys R Us on YouTube. It's like the whole thing with Sears, where you have to get permission, you got to write a letter to Holdings, and it's a giant mess just to film inside a Kmart or Sears without getting schooled. And it's happened before. People actually have gotten schooled for taking pictures. Typically, I think the people leave because, they don't want to deal with the store manager or get charged with trespassing on private property, at a store that's closing. Like how ridiculous is that? To get trespassed at a store that's going out of business. I think even a police officer would laugh at that. I honestly think a police officer would laugh at that. But yeah, it's just kind of sad to see the paranoia in this country, especially in retail establishments that are closing. I think honestly people should have a right to take pictures, especially in retail and iconic retail establishments that are going out of business. I think there's absolutely no excuse to tell someone to not take pictures and then threaten to call the police on them and then charge them for trespassing just for filming a store that's closing. I think that's ridiculous, honestly. But unfortunately, that is how some of these companies work, and I think it's something a lot of people just have to, unfortunately, live with. But yeah, I also think another big shocker that came out last week was Uniqlo relocating to Paramus Park. Now, typically, you don't relocate yourselves to Paramus Park. I think Uniqlo was struggling in that space, and I also think they just needed a quick way to get rid of their lower level. And when they signed on a deal with GGP/Brookfield, they gave them a decent price, and Uniqlo just said, okay, this is where we're gonna have our store. Honestly, it's not a bad thing to go into Paramus Park, but the fact that they're closing at Westfield Garden State does sign that Uniqlo isn't doing too very well. Especially, they poured a lot of money into that Old Navy store, and the fact that they're giving it up, they poured a lot of money into that store. The escalator atrium, the refurbishment of the elevators, and they even look nice when they open. And I know, and don't get me wrong, Kone sucked, but Westfield made them nice for them. And now, 6 to 7 years later, they're just saying, we want out. I think it's kind of sad, and it's sad that Uniqlo can't even keep a spot at the most popular mall in the state of New Jersey. But see, the thing is with that mall, the demographics have really shifted in that mall. A lot of upscale retailers have moved out, and lower scale retailers like Uniqlo are getting forced out. Well, not forced out, but I guess they didn't want to pay the new ridiculous lease. JCPenney got forced out of the mall. Not forced out, but they signed an agreement or something, or they were given cash to just say, listen, you guys have been here for 60 years. We're gonna just terminate your lease. And they must have given pennies. We're gonna give you, $890 million for the space, or some kind of ridiculous money like that, and then they could just put it towards their other stores like Wayne and Jersey City. I think it was kind of stupid that JCPenney left the mall. And honestly, JCPenney should have gotten a location at Paramus Park. But I've heard some things about the mayor not being a fan of big box department stores in today's society, which is a shame too, because a store like JCPenney, I think would do really well at Paramus Park. Honestly, I think there's a decent clientele there, and I think there'd be enough people to shop there. But Now JCPenney doesn't have a Rockland or Bergen County location. So now you either haul ass to Passaic County, or you have to haul ass to the Galleria of Crystal Run or somewhere in Connecticut. It's stupid too, because they don't have a Rockland or Bergen County. So what? Now you got to haul ass to Galleria of Crystal Run, Wayne, or Jersey City. That's so stupid. Honestly, I'm being honest. That's stupid. Why they close it? Because I remember, when they closed JCPenney Palisades, they directed everyone to the Westfield Garden State. But they closed Westfield Garden State this year, and now are redirecting everybody to Wayne. I just think that business move was very stupid, because now you're leaving residents in Rockland County and Bergen County without a JCPenney. I think that's kind of stupid in my opinion. But at the end of the day, a lot of these companies just care about the money. They don't care about, customer service and all that shit. They just care about, and I hate to curse here, but it's true. The companies at the end of the day, all they care about is money. They don't care about how they treat their employees. They don't care about closing tough locations. No, they don't care. These employees have been in these stores for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, their life. And now they got to go find another job. And I feel for these Toys R Us workers, man. I feel for them because it's like, they were devoted to this their whole life. And now, some of them, not the younger ones. I mean, the younger ones at least shot at like Target or Walmart or any of those other stores like Lowe's or Home Depot. But like 50, like the people above 50, now they go find another retail job. And that sucks. That really sucks for them, honestly. Well, they're Texas Metal Leaders. How are you doing? I just think it really sucks for Toys R Us workers. So yeah. So actually, we're gonna actually talk about the my trip to California. So yes, I know I've said before. I've talked about it, but I'm gonna talk about it now. So basically, I'll be flying from Newark Liberty Airport in Newark, New Jersey, which is United's premier East Coast fortress hub. Flying out United 757-200 from Newark Liberty Airport to San Francisco International Airport in San Francisco, California. So I'll be flying from there from United's premier East Coast hub to United's premier West Coast hub, and then there we'll take mass transit to the hotel. So a very exciting trip report. I'm actually starting to put together as we speak. But I have to go on the trip, but I will be going on the trip soon, and I'll try and get the trip report uploaded as soon as possible, depending on, of course, the hotel Wi-Fi. So that will be very exciting going on that trip. And then I'll be driving from San Francisco down to LA, and then I'll be spending about 3 days in LA, and then LA, International Airport, going from Los Angeles International Airport to the San Diego Airport on a Boeing 737-900, and then from San Diego International Airport to Newark Liberty Airport, I will be on a 737-900 at about 11 o'clock at night and getting into Newark at about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be very tired that day. And so it's just, I'm really excited for making those trip report videos, but also filming the elevators and how I've never flown out on the West Coast. I mean, I've been in the West, but I've never been to the West Coast before, so I'm really excited to finally make it to the West Coast and film some stuff on the West Coast. So that will be very exciting to see. So, anyways, that's that. So getting back to what I was saying about Toys R Us, I think personally, I really feel for these Toys R Us workers, man. It's tough now. I mean, the devastation. I mean, last night I was at Babies R Us at Paramus Plaza Shopping Center, and to see that Babies R Us got signed on, it's sad. Because those people spent a lot of their lives. I mean, Babies R Us became a thing in '96. They spent 20 years there, and it's sad because now they're like, sorry, you're out of job. Time to find another one. And then what? The CEO pockets money for himself and walks away from us. Nope, we don't care about you. Yep, we don't care. Nope, sorry, we don't care about the store employees. I feel for these guys. These guys, the Toys R Us employees work hard. They work hard for experiences with little kids. And they worked hard for experience that I got at Toys R Us when it wasn't bad. When it wasn't running the ground by a freaking corporate raider. That's what the CEO is, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the CEO is a corporate raider who ran Toys R Us into the ground. And I feel the work too. And I do not want to get to politics here. I'm not about politics. I do not like how elected officials got involved. I don't think that was necessary at all for elected officials to get involved. I do not. I think they did it as a platform, just that they can make themselves look better. I think it was stupid, but that's just my opinion. You guys can have different opinions about that. But I think that whole Toys R Us thing is just bad. The whole thing. You just announced it in Toys R Us. Next thing you're going to see signs coming down. And yeah, it's just really sad to see Toys R Us go. It really is. And even then, the next company to go, sadly, is going to be Sears. Sadly. Walmart is closing stores too. They're closing 3 stores in Louisville, Kentucky. But that's honestly nothing special. I don't care for Walmart. I never did. Their stores are not unique. They're all pretty much the same. So yeah, yes, me and my friend are going. We just have to find a date to go. Because obviously you guys know I need to film that store before I go to San Francisco. He's actually not going to be around to get back from California, so I have to go do it. Most likely we're going to be shooting for July 20th, which is in 9 days. But we're going to see what we can do. It's either going to be the 18th, the 19th, or the 20th. It's one of the 3 days that we're going to see Kmart. But I'm just not sure which day it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be one of those days. Let's see what we got here about any other store closings in New Jersey. There's one big thing about Annis's, but I'm going to go over it. Really, it's not anything big to go over. It's just something to go over. They're going to have Mandy stores. I'm not really going to go over that. Not really necessary to go over that. Really isn't any mall news really. It's just about the Phillips. They're really talking about the Burlington Center Mall. This is really sad. Every single store at Burlington is the saddest mall in the state. It really is. I mean, Phillipsburg I know next, but I mean, Burlington Center is the saddest and the most depressing mall in the state of New Jersey. It is depressing. And there's only one store left in that entire mall. And guess what that store is closing in September? Sears. And that means Burlington Center Mall will have absolutely no tenants. The whole, as of September 2nd, 2018, will be considered abandoned. That's right. no store will be left in the mall. No Anchor store or any Anchor store in that mall will be left. That mall will be 100% abandoned. So yes. So basically what they're going to do with that mall is they're going to redevelop it into a new type of shopping center. It's going to be something with mixed residential. That's what they typically do with any abandoned mall. They'll put like residential, some retail, offices. That's what they typically do with any kind of rundown shopping mall. And it really is becoming more of a common sight. You know, especially, I mean, it's really hitting hard here in North Jersey. We've definitely seen some effects, like back in January I filmed Sears, and then, you know, at Sears we needed media relations to continue to record in the store, which is stupid. That's just how the company works. In Penny's, actually, we got to film most of the store. We had one employee, like, you have ID, you're taking videos and photos, like, we got permission from security, and your store's closing in 2 days, so what gives you the right to ask a question like that, especially considering the store's closing in 2 days? But yeah, I mean, I've had some close calls at some stores. I think my worst, though, was Kmart. They were going to literally trespass me at the Lodi location. And I'm really afraid they're going to do the same thing at the freaking Elmwood Park location. But hopefully they won't. I'm really hoping, because I love to see that store one last time before it goes. So I'll have to wait and see how that goes. So yeah. I'm going to see here what's up with Sears. Like, 200 more people? Oh. Wow. Yeah. Sears really... Sears is really sad. Oh, yeah. Let me read a quote from Mr. Eddie Lampert. This guy is destroying Sears. So let's do the quote. Having co-workers and friends leaving the organization is never easy, but making changes like these are a necessary part of creating a stronger organization in this time of industry disruption. Sears CEO Eddie Lampert wrote in a June 26th memo to his employees about announcing cutting job cuts. Are you kidding me? It's never easy. You're making millions and millions of dollars, and you're just like, making changes a necessary part to make the retailer stronger. The Sears and Kmart stores are fucking dying. You know, you don't walk into one of those stores and you don't see how bad it's dying. Even if you put the two brands together, it's still not going to help the situation that Sears is in. You fucked up the company. You did. It's not, oh, because of Amazon and this and that. No, you fucked up the company. When you became CEO, you should have done something about it. But you just sat back, you relaxed, and you were like, you know, maybe we need to pour money into Sears. Well, customers will just come back. They won't go on Amazon. This is, hello, you know, the phone's ringing, 21st century, people are going on Amazon. And Sears did nothing about it. All they did was let the store sit and rot and decay. And it's going downhill. The stores are looking bad. They're not giving a shit about their elevators anymore. And I hate to say this about Sears, but I mean, it's true. Their stores are stuck in the 90s. Every single one of them. I mean, okay, yeah, there's the fancy ones at Willow. But here, in Bergen County, no. We don't get that. We don't get that treatment. The Hackensack one is shit. It's in a shithole town, no offense. But it's true. That's a shit Sears store. And plus, there's a Target just down the road. You know, it's just like, who wants to go to Sears anymore? You know, see, I mean, Sears, the company, it's really sad to this video. He really needs company around. He's going to keep pouring into it so he can make himself look bigger. And that is stupid. The fact that he's got the nerve to actually go out there and talk that, you know, making changes is a necessary part or going to be disrupted. No, it's that you needed to invest in the stores about 3 or 4 years ago and not sit back and just be like, you know, we don't need those stores. You know, we'll close a couple, yeah. Well, that really didn't help out, and that's why Sears is falling apart, because the CEO does not give a damn. And JCPenney's another one that's in trouble too. Their CEO just left, so they're really in trouble. I mean, I would be really surprised if JCPenney were to fold before Sears did. I'd be really surprised about that. But this guy is just running this company in the ground. The circles are really getting, and I feel for Sears employees. And they come to Sears every day, and the Kmart workers, they're so committed just to working at Sears or Kmart. But the fact that their CEO doesn't visit stores, it's sickening. He doesn't know what these stores look like. He doesn't care. All he cares about is profits. And it's sad, too. I don't know. I need to get this out there. And it really does hurt me to see such an iconic American company, you know, going away and favor money over stores, employees, how stores look. It's just sad at the end of the day. It really is. But unfortunately, that is the consequence you get when you get a shit Wall Street executive CEO. So, yeah, 200 workers. I'm just like... Really? You know? I really hope something's going to change with Sears. You know, I really hope so. They got to do something, honestly. They have to. Because if they don't do anything, the company's just gonna fall apart. And I hate to say that, but it's true. There really isn't any other stores closing. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you guys have any questions, I would love to answer them. You guys can go ahead and type them in the chat if you would like to. Definitely ask me some questions if you guys would like to. This would be time until I find something else to talk about. Let's see. You know, I haven't been to Palisades Center recently. I wonder how that mall's doing. I haven't been there since last year. Ever since JCPenney went out of business. I'm trying to look here. See. Oh wow. Okay. Owners want to renovate 25,000 square foot on the mall's floor and a parking deck and have a clint removed to allow for further expansion. Oh yeah, wow, Palisades Center is going under expansion. Oh, you know what? They're probably going to do that part that's not renovated by Lord and Taylor. That would be smart. Maybe they'll do something with the JCPenney space finally. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. I don't know. I just think the whole thing with the malls and stuff is just sad, and I just don't like to see retailers in decline. And I hate to bash Sears, and you know, they are really trying their best. But I think sometimes a lot of these CEOs are just putting, you know, profits over employees, and it's sad too. It is, when they really don't care about their employees. But you know what? There's nothing that I can do, and there's nothing nobody else can do. I mean, the CEO's in control, and ultimately he makes the final call. So it's just unfortunate. So yeah, Uniqlo and Primark is not the best decision in the world, but I think it'll be good, especially with that, plus Stu Leonard's and the movie theater moving into the former Sears. I think that'll bring some business in the mall. And the fact that those two facilities, because not clothing stores, will be open. So finally, the Sears building will be usable on a Sunday because it doesn't sell any clothes or electronics. So yeah, elevator predictions, like I've said many videos. Schindler's 38 for the movie theater is likely, and we could very well see Otis in the Stu Leonard's, depending on what Stu Leonard's installs. Because trust me, I've never seen a Stu Leonard's store in New Jersey. So the Prince Park should be the first if I ever stop in there. But my first time going into a Stu Leonard's, and I think that'll be really nice too. Because I've heard some pretty good things about Stu Leonard's and how it's such a great, you know, supermarket, and it's just a very good place to go and shop and get food. But yeah, I still get to Wegmans. I really want to go to Wegmans. There's one supermarket in Bergen County I've not visited yet. It's at the new shops at the Imperial Farm, but it's very far away from where I am. It's about a half an hour north within the county. But it would be really nice to visit that store. Because I've heard some really good things about it, and they have such good food too. It's always prepared fresh. One time I actually had a sandwich at Wegmans, and it's really good. Yeah. And I know what you're saying, hey Chris, does it have an elevator? No, guys, don't worry. There's no elevator there. Trust me, I went in there a long time ago if it did. But no, it does not have an elevator. Just to clarify with anybody who's going to start things. No, no, just want to clarify with that. Just want to clarify with that, you guys. So yeah. Alright then, if you guys have any questions, make sure to just type away. I'll definitely answer them if need be. So, yeah. I guess not then. All right. Yeah, guys. I know it's a live stream, but you guys aren't really typing any questions, and I really want to answer any questions. This is now the time to answer them. But if you guys aren't typing them, then I honestly have nothing else to talk about. I wish I did, but I don't. So I guess, guys, I'll go ahead and end this live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoy this live stream, and yeah, that will be it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and